everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope all is well with you all. I hope you're all doing good, and especially those in the UK, a big massive heartwarming cuddle and shout out. I hope you're all doing the best you can with dealing with the Queen's passing and the state funeral next Monday. But I've got a really interesting topic for you guys today called Unmasking the Stigma in Female Autism, inspired by a TED Talk I watched by a girl called Lemmy Peach. And she is a autistic girl, autistic advocate, autistic campaigner. She was diagnosed a few years ago like myself, and I thought that I would talk about and give it my own spin on the video, which I will link down below in the video description for you guys to watch and make up your own minds and opinions. So let's get into it. Today I want to discuss unmasking the stigma in female autism that still exists as a stereotype here in the UK between boys and girls. The studies show it ranges from 2 to 1 boys to 16 to 1 females. The most updated estimate is 3 boys to every 1 girl. In Lorna Wing's paper in 1931 on autism, autism is 2 times more prevalent in boys than girls. Brugger's 2009 survey found that adults living in England with an autism spectrum disorder was 1.8% men who had a diagnosis to 0.2% of females and girls. In 2015, the National Autistic Society reported that the ratio was 3 to 1 boys to 1 girls, and girls in charity schools were rated as every 5 to 1. The reason I find that girls are misdiagnosed or not reported as having autism spectrum disorder or autism spectrum condition is that we mimic and mask so much and copy other females that we don't pick up our social cues that well. We're able to fit in so well and blend in so well that we don't get noticed with our struggles, or our eye contact, our body language, our humour, our everyday social skills. So again, that can cause a lot of problems for us girls or women who are trying to get diagnosed and seen through the medical system, especially through the mental health system here in the UK. There is quite a wait from what I believe at the moment. So we tend to mask and mimic other females. That means we'll like the same movie stars, we'll like the same shoes, we'll like the same clothes, we'll like the same makeup, we'll like the same body spray, we'll like the same body bath, things like that. We'll copy you so bad to the point where we will actually be your body double. We will copy what you wear, your hair colour, your eye colour, your facial colour. And we'll try and copy everything just to fit in and just to mimic, so that we don't come across as awkward or immature or not knowing what we're talking about. I think another reason is that we get misdiagnosed or undiagnosed is because we do tend to have comorbid conditions. So that means general anxiety, borderline personality, bipolar disorder, depression, clinical anxiety, schizophrenia, ADHD, ADD, any of those spectrum conditions that do not present themselves at first, and then you get misdiagnosed as having that or confirmed to have either of the later. It doesn't really matter, but again, we do tend to mimic and mask other comorbid conditions: anxiety, schizophrenia, borderline personality, emotional unstable personality disorder, stuff like that can mask the autism so much that you don't get noticed or even picked up or referred for an assessment with regards to autism. So again, it can be things like anorexia, OCD, ADHD, depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, as we camouflage and we mimic others just to fit in. Being a late diagnosed autistic adult has really been hard for me because I've had to learn to socially communicate with what's acceptable. I've had to learn to fit into a world that hates me. I've had to learn to fit into a world that people judge me and make remarks on me that aren't kind, that they will judge me and go, oh, Gemma can't possibly be autistic, you know, she's so high functioning, she's so well clever, she's so well communicating. Do you have any idea of the amount of scripts that I have to write? Like right now, I have a script right next to me with all my bullet points on just to get my message out so I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, being late diagnosed and having different traits can be quite difficult, especially when, you know, you feel that you're someone who's not struggling, and then all of a sudden you come across all these different traits of being non-verbal, not being able to communicate in straightforward sentences, not being able to talk about your special interests at length, not being able to talk about your favourite sport, made to feel that you're weird or damaged or a burden, which you are not. Autism is nothing to be ashamed of. It's something that we should all learn to understand. Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder or neurodevelopmental condition. I will link about what is autism down below in the video description as well, so you can read more about what the condition is and how you can help you to educate yourselves. But this talk really did mean a lot to me, because she talked about the stigma that surrounds autism in females. She talked about how autistic females are not noticed or ignored, and they have to plead for the right support because they start showing depressive behaviours, self-harming behaviours, and I think this needs to stop, because by the end of the day we are autistic. We're autistic since we're born, and it's a lifelong condition, which basically means we need coping strategies to cope better in a world that doesn't accept us or want us around. Autism is here to stay. It is part of who we are. We do live with autism every day. It's something that we've had to learn to put up with, and there is a lot more autistic creators, females out there like myself. We just don't tend to speak up that well, or find that we can't because we're judged or criticised, or told we're not autistic because we're too damn female, or we're too high functioning to be understood and to be a true representation of someone on the spectrum. But yeah, I will link the talk down below. Let me know what you feel. If you feel I missed anything out, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.